Hello, I'm Radhika Chanvarkar from Computer Engineering Department of MVP's KBT College of Engineering, Nashik. I'm presenting this video to discuss different sorting techniques. The objectives of this video is to understand different sorting techniques, to make the students analyze the sorting techniques based on the time complexity, and to effectively use the sorting technique for real-world applications. Sorting is basically the arrangement of data in a systematic way. It is one of the basic operations required in algorithm design. There are different types of sorting, that is internal sorting and external sorting. If the data to be sorted is present in the main memory, then the sorting is called as internal sorting. Whereas if the data to be sorted is present in the auxiliary memory, then the sorting technique is called as external sorting. So these are the basic two types of sorting techniques. Apart from this, sorting is also being categorized as comparison based sorting and non-comparison based sorting techniques. We will be discussing the different concepts related to sorting. There is a concept called as sort order. Sort order is the arrangement of the elements in specific order. Basically, there are two types of sorting orders, ascending order and descending order. In ascending order, the elements are arranged from low value to high value. That is, they are organized or arranged in an increasing order. Whereas in case of descending orders, the elements are arranged from high value to low value. That is, they are organized in descending or decreasing order. There is a concept called as stability. Sorting stability means comparing the records of same value and expecting them to be in the same order after sorting. In stable sorting algorithm, whenever sorting is being performed, it will not change the sequence of the similar elements in which they appear in the data. In case of unstable sorting, whenever the sorting algorithm is being applied, there is a change in the sequence of similar elements in which they appear in the data. So this is the basic difference between stable and unstable sorting algorithm. Then there is a concept called as efficiency of a sorting algorithm. It is measured in terms of its time complexity. It is denoted using the big O notation. Then there are number of passes. The phases in the sorting algorithm in which the elements are moving to acquire their proper position is called as passes. Then there is in-place sorting. If the input is overwritten by the output, then that kind of a sorting technique is called as in-place sorting. For such sorting algorithms, additional memory is not required. Now, let's see the different comparison-based sorting techniques. In this comparison-based sorting techniques, the elements are compared based on their values and swapping operation is being performed to organize or arrange the elements as per their sorting order. The different sorting techniques are bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, shell sort. Apart from this, there is merge sort, heap sort. So various comparison based sorting algorithms do exist. Let's have a look at some of these sorting techniques. Let's first discuss bubble sort. Bubble sort is the most simplest kind of sorting algorithm. It is a comparison based algorithm in which each pair of adjacent elements is compared and the elements are swapped if they are not in order. The comparison is with the adjacent elements. So these comparison positions looks like bubbles and hence it is called as the bubble sort. The time complexity of bubble sort is big O of n square. Now let's have a look at the algorithm for sorting using bubble sort algorithm in ascending order. Whatever are the number of elements to be sorted, let's consider that as to be n. Read the n elements to be sorted and initialize a variable I to 0. Compare the adjacent elements. If the first number is greater than the second number, then swap the elements. As we are going to perform the ascending order sorting, so we will be organizing them from a lower value to a higher value. The steps are repeated for all the elements, and in each time there will be an increment in I. This procedure continues till the value of I is less than n, that is the total number of elements. Once I reaches the value of n, the sorting process stops and then print the list of sorted elements. Now let's have a look at the example. We are having a list of numbers from index 0 to 4. So let's consider these 5 numbers are to be sorted. They are stored in the array. Now, in case of bubble sort, the comparison is with the adjacent element. So in the first pass, I will be initialized to 0, n value will be 4. And there are 5 elements, so there will be a comparison of adjacent elements. So 7 will be compared with 5. Now as this is ascending order sorting, the smaller value will be appearing first. So the first value is greater than the second, so there will be a swap operation. So 5 and 7 will be swapped. Then 7 will be compared with its adjacent elements. Okay, the value 7 is less than 8, so 8 will be compared with its adjacent element. Okay, 4 value will be shifted or swapped and 8 will be moving towards the end of the list. 8 will be compared with 2, and as 2 value is smaller, 8 will be swapped and shifted to the last position. So after the end of the first pass, you observe that the largest value present in the list will be placed at the last position. Then the second pass starts, in which a comparison will be done again between 5 and 7, no swapping. 7 and 4, there will be a swapping. 7 will be taking the position of 4. Again 7 will be compared with 2, there will be a swapping. So after the second pass, the status of the array will be 5, 4, 2, 7, 8. So 7 and 8 are placed in their correct positions. Then the third pass. In third pass, again the comparison will be 5, 4 and 2. 5 will be shifted at its appropriate position. So after the third pass, the position of the array will be 4, 2, 5, 7, 8. And after the fourth pass, the entire list will be sorted. So that is the bubble sort which compares adjacent elements. The pseudocode for bubble sort is 2 nested for loops which goes from 0 to n minus 1 and 0 to n minus I minus 1. Each time there is a comparison of adjacent elements. So array of j will be compared with array of j plus 1. The adjacent elements are compared. And if the first number is greater than the second, there is a swapping operation. So this is the code to perform the swap operation. So that's the simplest bubble sort algorithm. Now let's have a look at the insertion sort method. In this method, the elements are inserted at their appropriate positions. Hence, this algorithm is called as insertion sort. This is an efficient method when the number of elements to be sorted are small. For large number of elements, quicksort is the better sorting algorithm. The idea is at step k, put the kth input element in the correct position among the first k elements. This is a stable sorting algorithm and it performs in-place sorting. The time complexity of insertion sort is big O of n square. Now let's have a look at the algorithm. Start with an empty list on the left hand side and the entire list to be sorted on the right hand side. We take one element from the right list and insert it into its correct position in the left list. This process is repeated for all the elements present in the right list. And ultimately, at the end of all the passes, we get the elements in the left list in sorted order. Let's have a look at the example of insertion sort. The given list is 15, 7, 9, 3, 12, 8. We consider an empty left list and the entire list of elements to be sorted as right list. We take the element one by one from the right list and insert it at its appropriate position. So 15 will be placed in the left list, then 7 will be inserted at its appropriate position, then 9 will be inserted at its appropriate position, 3 will be inserted at its appropriate position. Continuing in this way, ultimately we get the entire left list as sorted and right list as empty. So that is the insertion sort algorithm. Now let's have a look at the pseudocode of the insertion sort algorithm. The array to be sorted is passed as an input and the total number of elements present in the list. There is a single for loop which varies from 1 up to n minus 1, and we are taking the element which is being considered as the right list in the temporary value and we are finding out the appropriate position in the left list which goes from j greater than equal to 0 up to a of j greater than 10. We search for the elements, create a position for the elements and then insert that element temp into its appropriate position. So that is insertion sort. For all the elements it is to be repeated, so this for loop is being used, and to insert it at its appropriate position, this while loop is being used. The references used for the preparation of this video is Fundamentals of Data Structures in C++ by Horowitz, Sahni and Mehta. Thank you for your patient listening.